folks. Thanks so much for tuning in today. I just am so thrilled. Today, we just crossed over 1,000 members in this group for the Agent Accelerator community. Agent Accelerator community. I'm just checking some things here. I want to make sure, yep, we are all good with that. If you are in the house, go ahead and let me know that you're here, because I definitely want to celebrate all of the great members, the insurance agents that are part of this group, and just let you know that I'm here with you every Wednesday, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, so that I can answer your questions in regards to how you're going to be able to build just an amazing life insurance business. If you've been in even for just a minute, you already know that this is not the easiest thing in the world to build. You know that already. But those that are in this definitely that are crushing it know that there's a definite different type of work ethic that needs to be employed when it comes to building a life insurance agency. We know the struggles, right? We know that we kind of have an enemy out there, which is the telephone, right? It's like the biggest enemy, because what do people do when they get a call from a number they don't recognize, right? And so we go through that. And the biggest issue that I see life insurance having is definitely with the fact that people don't answer the phone. And it's just the times that we're in right now. But let me just tell you, it can be gotten over. It's not something that is going to have to leave you dead in the water just because that's a challenge. It's just an obstacle that has to be gotten through. So there are definitely some steps, and we can get into those and talk about that in this broadcast, this live broadcast. And again, I come to you every Wednesday, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, to be here for you. If you're in the house, just give me a shout out. Just say I'm live, or hashtag live rather. Just put hashtag live into the comments or the chat. And then if you happen to be watching this replay, go ahead and put in hashtag replay. The issues with the frustrations, because there are some, right? There are some frustration with being in this industry. Many of us got into this industry, thinking about the money, thinking about how lucrative this industry is and can be, and it definitely is. I don't think there's anything better that's out there when you can learn how to really do this at a high level, which is be a life insurance professional, a life insurance broker, a life insurance agent. It's just a tremendous amount of money that can be made here. One of the things that I see, though, a lot of times with the agents that we talk to, the bar is set way too low. And there's a reason why I say it's set way too low, because I'll ask someone, okay, well, how much money do you actually want to make? And they'll say $5,000, $15,000, $1,000 a month. And one of the interesting things, one of the best IMOs that I know that is out there, it's called Family First Life. Love that IMO. Sean Mike, who's the leader of that organization, has this saying, is like, look, if you're making 15 grand a month, you're broke. And I heard him say that back when I was a Family First Life agent. And it kind of struck me, because $15,000, you're saying I'm broke at $15,000. And you have to think about it from a business standpoint, because you're going to be investing not just time, which is the thing you can never get back, right? You can never get back your time, but investing of money into purchasing leads. What is so disturbing, funny, weird about the mentality behind purchasing leads is that people don't go all in on it. That's the one thing that it is definitely troubling, that people don't literally go all in on the thing that actually drives their business. They may say it's expensive, right? They may say, well, I don't want to pay that much money. I want to just kind of spend a little bit of money, but I want to make a lot of money. Now, you heard what I just said, and you know that makes no sense. But if you spend a lot of money, you'll make a lot of money. It's just real in the industry that we're in. If you're willing to put in, let's just say, and I'm going to use a big number because I want you to understand the numbers, and I want you to understand the philosophy behind this. If you're willing to invest $5,000 a month on leads, brand new leads. I'm not talking about old leads. I'm talking about brand new leads. that potential earning, and we've seen it over and over and over again, that 5,000 is going to bring you anywhere between 15 to 30,000 a month. If you, let's just say this, because you want to follow a path on this thing, right? You definitely want to follow a path. So let's just say you spend 5,000 one month and you make 30 grand that month. These are real numbers. This isn't pie in the sky. These are actual real numbers. And you make 30 grand. And then you go into the next month. Well, let me see if I can get by with 1,000. Now you've put yourself behind an 8 ball and you're going to have to dig yourself out. You're not going to make that 30 grand again. But what I see people do over and over and over, because I'm actually using not even a big number when I'm talking about making 30 grand a month, right? We see people doing 50 grand. We see people doing 100 grand. We see people doing $1 million that have a team in a month. They're not dipping their toe in on lead generation. And the reason why I'm really keying in on this whole thing with lead generation is because, one, yes, there are issues with people not answering the phone. But when you have that many leads coming in, you're not worried about people not answering the phone because you know that a certain percentage of them will answer the phone. And if you only spend a little bit of money on leads, and then let's say you get 20 or 30 or 50 leads, and that's it, and now you're stuck calling those people over and over and over and over again, you're frustrating yourself. Can I get an amen? Is someone doing this, right? You're frustrating yourself, and now you're afraid to spend more money on leads because the first 20, 40, or 50 that you bought didn't pan out. No, we're talking big numbers here. 500 leads, 1,000 leads. We're not talking about something that you are going to have to repeat a losing plan on. We're talking about having a bank of leads in your queue that you have to call. If one doesn't answer, you go to the next one. That one doesn't answer, you go to the next one. Then you also have follow-up details and follow-up plans, which we show you how to set all of that up as well in our AUM training program. If you don't have a real strategy around how to connect with people, how to follow up with people, and a definite strategy of how you reach out to people, you're going to fail. And the main reason that life insurance agents quit or fail is because they don't go all in on the most important part of their business, which is your lead generation. There is nothing more important than having those leads coming in and spending the money to acquire those leads. Now, obviously, you have to get good at sales. You have to get good at being on the phone. You have to get good at doing what needs to be done. And if you're not willing to invest in yourself to learn the skills to do it, tell me how you'll do it. You're just getting into the life insurance industry, many of you. Have you ever sold life insurance before? How do you even know you're good at it? Are you doing any sort of training? And when it comes down to, I'm not talking about learning your carriers and all of that. That comes with the territory. But I'm talking about being an actual effective salesperson. In person, but more importantly, over the phone. Being that person that people know, like, and trust that want to do business with you. And if you don't have strategies and processes set up in place where people can definitely get to know, like, and trust you before you even get on the phone, I'm talking about that follow-up stuff. I'm talking about the strategy that you have behind the leads that you are getting or the leads that do come in. Is sales training something you did one day, or is it something you do every day? Because if it's not something you do every day, you'll never get good at it. There is a definite thing behind what we pay attention to grows. And if you want your business to grow, let me tell you at least 3 things you need to focus on starting right now. Lead generation, your script in regards to how it is and what it is that you're saying, and the follow-up processes that you put into place so that you can get in contact with those people, per se, that don't answer the phone on your first try. How are you staying in contact with them? Look, more and more information, and you've probably seen posts that I've made before, but if these are things that you know you need to know, what I want you to do is right below in the comment section, I just want you to type the word sales. That's it. I want you to type the word sales. And what's going to happen when you do that is we're going to see it, and we're going to reach out to you, And we're going to be able to have a conversation with you and have you ask us questions around what it is that you need to do. You've got the questions. We definitely have the answers. I want you right now, if you know you need this help, if you know that if you don't change this right now, that this is not going to end well for you, you can spend the next 3 months trying to figure it out, and you'll be probably in a worse position than you're in now if you're not in a good position already. How do you exponentially grow? How do you really know that what it is that you're doing is the best thing for you to do? I've been licensed, I got licensed when I was 24 years old. This was 1987. I'm sorry, this was 1992. And all these years of experience now, all the years of experience of our whole team, we've got the information you need. So if you've got questions, we definitely have answers. I want you to go ahead. If you know you need this help, either you're going to reach out and get it or you're not. But if you don't reach out and get it, the only person that you have to blame for not getting the help is you. Now, you may wonder if we can really help. Well, that's what the conversation is about. Are we a good fit? Are you a good fit for us? You're a business owner. You need to operate as a business owner. And where you're lacking in skill set is where you need help. And if you don't get that help, you'll never grow. I hope this has made sense to all of you. Thanks so much for tuning in and watching me live or watching the replay. And like I said, I'm here every Wednesday, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Says, hi, Jessica, please check. Okay, we've got that already. Someone said put sales in there, and we're already reaching out to that person. That's how we do. I'll see you on the next broadcast. You take care. Bye for now.